So Matt, I want to start with you. Before you started to feel symptoms, what was it like for you to go to work every day? Were there a bunch of coronavirus cases at the jail?
Yes, there were a lot of cases. Not as many, obviously, as there are now, but there were a few cases. And, it was a very anxiety-filled time. Every day going to work, I had a lot of anxiety, just thinking about, contracting the virus, possibly bringing it home to my family, the effects that it would have on me. So, I have a stress-filled job in general, but that was probably the most anxiety I felt while being on the job.
And Kirinn, I have to ask you, you're on the front lines as well as a nurse. What does this whole thing look like from your perspective?
Coming home from work is just, very scary. You don't want to infect your family. I would come home from work and get undressed in the shed, and Matt would come in and he would hand me a plastic bag, and I would undress in my shed. And it's just, it's different times. It's very weird. The virus, it's like an alien coming in. It's very freakish.
And Matt, I want to ask you, considering that you were exposed to the virus, do you feel that you had the protection and support you needed from your employer?
I would have liked to have seen more urgency in the beginning in terms of mandatory testing for everyone, staff and inmates, more widely distributed PPE equipment among the staff and inmates, more sanitizing of the facilities. But our union has been fighting for us to get us more equipment, masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers. But I do feel that if there were more urgent measures and precautions taken in the beginning, that the spread could have at least maybe been tamed or slowed down.
And it's interesting because celebrities had to jump in, like Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Van Jones, to help facilitate and bring some masks to the prisons. So it's interesting that the federal government wasn't able to step in there.
Right, exactly. It shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't have to depend on celebrity millionaires to, be delivering equipment.
And Matt, we hear all the news reports, but I want you to tell us, what is it like inside of Rikers Island now, as far as you know?
In terms of the vibe in the facility, it's just everyone's very on edge and, kind of tense, and sad, it's just a tense time for the staff members and for the inmates.
And I have to ask you both, are you scared to go back to work?
I'm concerned about, getting reinfected and then, again, have to deal with bringing it home to, my family and, Kirinn's parents are both 70 years old, and they're the primary caretakers of our children when we're working. So, we, hate to, give it to them, because obviously, they would be more vulnerable.
It's a little depressing, we're used to being around our family. We have a very big family, we're very close, and it's hard, yes, we have each other and we have our kids, but not being able to, see my mom, not being able to just, be together, the kids miss her. And when we go back to work, we are going to have to be more cautious of that.
Well, Kirinn and Matt Clare, I'm wishing you guys the best. Thank you so much for sharing your story. We appreciate you.